I just want to talk a little bit about CB radios and spraying the cabinets this time to improve the appearance. I've had to do this on 1 or 2 radios lately, and I just want to tell you what I've discovered. First of all, stripping the paint off is extremely hard work. I've tried all the different methods, different paint strippers, chemicals, and rubbing it down with abrasive paper, and I've finally come up with what I think is the best solution to suit me. And the one that I've chosen is this, which I got from the local tool station DIY shop, and it's very, very reasonable little pack, and you get 3 different shaped abrasive brushes, wire brushes, to put in a power drill. In my case, I've got a rechargeable battery operated drill, so it's not a problem. And this, I found, is the quickest and easiest way of stripping back the old paint to get down to bare metal. I'll do a little demonstration later, but at the moment I'm just doing this video showing you what I use. So you get that one, which is the one I use the most. This is another one which is handy. And then when you're doing the inside of the case, and you don't always have to do the inside, this is handy for getting into the corners. Sometimes I have stripped them back to metal inside and outside, but that was when I had one that was drilled with a lot of holes for a slide mount. I had to go back to bare metal so I could stick some material on the inside. But that's what I found is the best for getting back to bare metal to do the job. For painting, this is the paint that I've gone to of choice. If you use a gloss black or a matte black, it will show any marks through, because you're dealing in old cases which have got scratches and dents, and so you want to avoid any kind of paint that is a smooth surface. And so this is Hammerite hammered black. That's just hammered black. It's not a particularly good hammered effect, but it's not gloss, it's not silk, it's nothing like that. So it hides the marks and scratches on the metal underneath, because you are respraying something that is not in perfect condition. And so this is the paint that I have chosen and had the most luck with. Get it back to bare metal with the wire brush, and then I wipe it down with an alcohol or some similar chemical, just to clean it up. And then finally, to remove any grease, I'll use nothing more than a bit of fairy liquid. And this treatment leaves the case nice and clear of grease, and the brushes leave it slightly scuffed and scratched so that the paint sticks to it. This is going to be the next one that we attempt. Binatone 5-star. Not too bad on the back, on the top, not too bad, but underneath it's showing signs of rust and corrosion, and so that will hide beautifully with the hammered black. As promised, I'm now going to strip the paint off one of these CB radio cases. This is the top part, which was the best. The bottom part is the one that's got the corrosion, but it makes no difference. As I said, power drill, get my favourite abrasive wire brush. It would be the one that's at the bottom of the pile. and doesn't want to come out at all. This is the one I use the most. I've also got some really tiny ones for any little detail, which is a problem. But it soon comes off. Soon comes off. You need the side handle for the drill to stop it going mad. It's hard to hold it steady. Thank you, Seagulls, for the accompaniment. I never get a silent soundtrack, do I? Never, never, never. Always get an accompaniment. There we go. Side wheel on. That in. Must put my scruffy coat on. You don't seem to get much dust when you're doing this. It's more like big pieces that come off. So I haven't as yet felt the need to get my dust mask. But here we go. As you can see, we're down to bare metal already. It's that quick. I spent hours using all kinds of strippers and other methods. Okay, it leaves the lid a little bit scuffed, but that's not a problem. That's an advantage because it makes the paint stick, and with the kind of paint I use, it just doesn't show. Right, so you can see it working. I won't bother you by videoing anymore. I've got a vacuum cleaner which I use to suck up the dirt as well. And as you can see, it's we've only been going a few moments, and it's already stripped half the lid. Well, I'll pause the video at this point because there's just no point in showing you the whole job. Today is spraying day. As you saw, I cleaned the CB cases down with the wire brush in my power drill. After that I got some kitchen roll and a bit of alcohol or acetate, something like that. I can't remember which one it was. Let's just check. Acetone. I wiped it down with a bit of acetone on the cloth, and that cleaned up any remnants. And then after that it was a bowl of warm water with a spot of fairy liquid to remove any little bits of grease. After that I've only handled the metalwork by holding it with a kitchen towel, so I've avoided any contact with my fingers. Hopefully then it's nice and clear of grease, and nice and clear of paint, and I'm now going to give it 3 light coats of Hammerite black. 3 light coats at 15-minute intervals. As you see, I go all round. And that will do for now. I shall be back in 15 minutes to give it another coat. But I don't think we need to go through all that. But as you can possibly see already, it's got the little stippling effect on it, which hides any little marks and scratches and any damage from the case. The bottom half of the case, even though I cleaned it, was very, very badly pitted with rust. But you're not going to see any of that after 3 coats of black Hammerite. This is the case for the Binatone 5-star if you didn't spot earlier, which will one day be appearing on a servicing video. But I've got so many other things in the pipeline before now. Well, that's it. We'll leave it to dry. It's now just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning. It's raining. Typical July. So I'll be back later to give it some more coats, but I don't think you need to see all that.